All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Hello and welcome back to Drift Shepherd, the detective, playing as Cole Phelps. So as you can see, the first intro to the homicide case, promoted to homicide.
Do you have the address?
Been all over,
It's
KG.
getting a little violent now.
Off Temple Street, between Belmont
It's going to be
and Glendale.
definitely quite something. I'm not sure if there is going to be explicit content, but hopefully I will be able to show you the crime scene. I might have to edit out the body.
You know the way. You can drive.
Does get to
You're behind the wheel.
explicit, because they don't allow it on YouTube. So anything that's nudity,
What happened to Rose?
sexuality,
Parker wants the chief's job.
Is-
Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how...
Another
The Lord
message.
won't.
Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Move it along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Yeah, the news people are definitely a little savages. Yeah, nudity. I am gonna have to cut the scene of the body out, unfortunately. So I'll have to keep that in note.
Trollman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body.
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Cole's looking very nice in his new outfit, a uniform, I should say, of a tuxedo. But definitely is a shame. Let's go switch over here. We do got the lady's purse. Let's see
The
who
victim's
this
bag?
John Doe may be.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Yeah, may be right. Thing is a circumstantial, but it is a hairbrush. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut out the body. Like edit it out when it's all done. I'm not allowed to put it onto YouTube.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Not that one.
Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Cool little puzzle of a globe that turned into a lighter. Definitely interesting way of doing things. That's something over here. Let's go check it out.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Tinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
So I believe that is all the evidence to see.
Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killers trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bomba? A man could die of thirst in a case like this.
For that comment, you're gonna be driving them, man. I thought the tire marks would be one. Oh, there they are. No, that's just the shoe print. What a shame that is. I will be so lucky to bust through.
You drive.
I need to go over the case notes. The werewolf?
For my money, a copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stum. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another...
What can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps.
So we got
I'll
the
stay
woman's
here.
name.
Park.
That's good. So now she's
Pour me
not
3 fingers
John Doe
wide.
anymore.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine is...
Spirit. Pour me another.
was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
It helps very much. Thank you.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you. Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring. On the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
It looks away, but that might be truthful.
Was it valuable? Could it be motive for her murder?
Who could say these days? I think it had more sentimental than monetary value.
So it was wrong.
You know the husband?
Sure, I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
So hold on a minute. That might be truthful, but it's hard to say.
Was he ever violent with her?
Celine came in here last night looking like she'd taken a slap. They don't live together anymore, so it might not have been him.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
Gotta work on that.
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Sounds like she drink quite often and pretty heavily.
Say, honey, what time do you get off waiting tables?
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice.
Let's get out of here.
Hey.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks for your help.
So, on to the next location. Definitely could have done a little bit better on those last two correct answers.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second. Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
That's not good. Could be the next case, possibly.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary arrangements.
You said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
He's up to something. I don't like it. But that would be the Austin case that will be working later on, possibly. So that is 4 of 13. Not too shabby.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Oh, good to know that his suit is worth quite a bit of money, apparently.
Optimistic, Cole. Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Very interesting on that one.
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Might be a decent size.
A regular Amelia Earhart today. The ring looks distinctive.
No good to me.
Interesting. Oops.
Incidental.
Just let me look at the back. That's decently nice yard from the looks of it.
You need to work the home address again.
Not sure if that's everything. Oh.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Yeah, apparently your drinking is more worry about than anything else.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 and 142 North Union.
I knew it wasn't safe.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
So I'm guessing that might be it.
myself, please.
Of course, ma'am. Don't want to push it too much. I guess for now we'll let them call it in and go to the next.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
You know the way. You can drive.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Might not have been him. The way he's acting, he's pretty surprised.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Calm down, detective. No need to get hasty now.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas. He'll be back any moment.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
Well, with that coming off the paper, definitely is suspicious baseball bat.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
No, but a bat could explain some things. We can't go back there. Size 11.
Size 11s.
So we'll talk to the ex-husband.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
We get the impression that Celine liked to live the glamorous life. How did she end up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do. I'm not ashamed about that.
That was...
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
He didn't look away yet.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, big mouth? Huh?
Yep. The paper.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
Did a neighbor see you? Did you talk to anyone? You need an alibi, Jacob.
I don't have one. I was here. I listened to Amos and Andy on the radio, and then I went to bed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're going to tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Oh, good gracious.
You're not being rational. Call it in and get a squad car dispatched.
Way too
and check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Have they get a rise out of him? Good gracious.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
I don't think it's the husband. I think it's the next guy that we might be going to see possibly. Check that. See which apartment he lives in. 16, Mendez.
Mendez, apartment 16.
That's probably upstairs from the looks of it. 4th floor.
Here. The apartment's up on the top floor.
Well, let's go upstairs. So hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, are enjoying the playthrough of LA Noire on the PS4. If you are enjoying it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. There is rumor that they are production of the PS4, the PS5, I should say.
Don't
I
bother
won't be
knocking,
getting it
just
at
kick
all.
the door in.
I'm sticking to Xbox after this. But if they do make games that I have played on the
Take
PS4,
a look
I
around
will.
and see what you can find.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Not this one. This one. Oh, there's a lot of blood.
Carruthers could match the color and brand of the body.
There's another object.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
So it looks like Mendez is killer.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break, and Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
And then
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there! You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Another cop chase.
Get in and drive.
Oops, my bad. Oh my goodness, that went flying. Keeping that in. Funny moments and not only new on the PS4.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
Sounds good.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Oh, there's goes his hat.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
You're under arrest for the murder of
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
Don't have to. The evidence does.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Is in the bag, even if you did leave Jacob sweating in central lockup. Oh, that's alright. At least we get the main guy. Let's see what else is left.
To cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning.
Good voice.
I'm burning up for you.
Well, that concludes the homicide case, the Red Lipstick Murder. Hopefully you, ladies and gentlemen, have enjoyed the playthrough so far. If so, don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and stay tuned for more. Until then, this is your Shepherd signing out.